Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to WoW TBC Classic and our Shaman Hardmode playthrough. Today we're going to be wrapping things up in Durotar. The first thing we're going to do is go find a guy named Marouz, and he should be like over here along the coast between Dry Gulch Ravine and the ocean. I'm not sure of the best way to get over there. I was kind of thinking maybe I would just run to the coast and swim up the side here. There might be a way to come from the north, but I'm not sure of that. So I think the most surefire method is just going to be to run to the water and just walk myself up the coast. Once we find Marouz, before we do any kind of combat or anything dangerous, we are going to go to Orgrimmar and dump some armor into the bank, just in case we get ourselves killed again, so that we have some backup gear. A lot of you guys have made some recommendations, you know, go to the bank more frequently. I'm making duplicate sets of armor. Both of those were recommendations you guys made, and I wholeheartedly agree with them. So we're going to start trying to do that today. And we might fight a few things here on the way to get some leather. We are 1 point away from being able to learn a couple of new patterns, and then we're going to need the leather to actually make those patterns. I think it's a pair of gloves and maybe a pair of boots, and one of them is going to have stats on it and the other does not. Eventually, we're probably going to want to get a better melee weapon, but we're going to have to hold off for a while because all of our new abilities cost about 7 or 8 silver apiece. And as you can see, we aren't exactly rolling in silver after our first death. We were doing really good pre-death. I think we had like 20 or 30 silver. But yeah, now we have basically nothing. Should probably get Flame Tongue weapon going here. Alright, we aggroed this raptor somehow. Didn't think he was going to aggro at level 6, but he definitely did. And yeah, we seem to have found a way into this little area that did not involve running out to the water, so that's probably for the best. We'll see if this is in fact where Marouz is, or if he's over here somewhere. I think I found him once upon a time, but I honestly don't remember exactly where he's at. Trying to focus mainly on fighting guys for leather that are gonna at least give a little bit of kill experience. Well, he doesn't seem to be anywhere in this area here where I thought he would be. Maybe we just need to keep heading north a little bit. Let's come around to the northeast here and circle around this way. Oh, there he is. Okay, so we did get the question mark on our map. So there he is. He's near this little thing on the overall map. I can't tell what that's supposed to be. It doesn't look like a building or anything like that, but it is some kind of demarcation on the map.
What do you need?
Welcome, word reached me of your coming, and of your exploits in Durotar. You are a shaman of growing skill and renown. I don't want to hear the word renown, it makes me shiver. Stay on the pure path, and your future will be great indeed. The Burning Blade has infested the cave east of Orgrimmar known as Skull Rock. Inside that cave, they perform vile rituals and burn their own flesh with searing collars. By wearing these collars, I believe the cultists attune themselves to demonic power. But to confirm this, I must have a collection of the collars to study. Go to Skull Rock and gather searing collars from the cultists you find there. Bring them to me, and I will uncover their secrets. How many do we need? Gather searing collars. It doesn't say how many.
For the Horde.
6. We need 6 searing collars. Doesn't say it in the quest text, but it does have it listed up here, so. Alright, now, I think before we do that, it would probably be a good idea to run to the bank and at least drop off the gear that we have. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea just to drop our leather in the bank as well. That way, if we do die, we have some leather and some gear. And since we've been doing most of our leatherworking skill ups in Orgrimmar anyway, I don't think there's a problem with just keeping our leather in the bank whenever we can. Man, I wish we could break down gear. Wouldn't it be great if we could break down like cloth gear into linen, leather gear into like leather parts? That would be pretty amazing. I'm kind of curious how many of you guys, if any of you, are planning to check out New World. It does launch tomorrow. I think it launches at 8 AM no matter what time zone you're in, according to the map of the release schedule. Now, who knows if the servers will actually be up. I think it's usually expected that on the first day of an MMO launch, the servers are going to be completely busted. But I am hoping to get into the game tomorrow and start our playthrough of it. I mentioned this the other day, I'm probably only going to do a few episodes of it a week. And just kind of make them longer episodes, maybe 40 to 50 minutes. And I want to take my time going through New World and really see what it has to offer to determine if it's something that I want to play long term. And if I'm going to like the lore and the world as much as I think I did from the beta. But yeah, I'm curious if you guys are planning to check that out at all. Cool to see some of you in a new world. Literally a new world. Pun intended? I don't even know if that's a pun necessarily. It's not even a play on words because it's just verbatim. Alright, and what we'll do is we'll turn our leather scraps into leather, and then we'll just dump that in the bank. And that will free up some much needed bag space as well. I think this will be the first time in any of our hard mode playthroughs that we will have actually used the bank. It's going to be an exciting moment. I'll also find out if we can dump silver into the bank at all. I'm not sure. I thought that we could, but one of you guys mentioned that we can't, and then I kind of just figured that I made it up. Maybe I was thinking of like a guild bank. Let's see.
Speak.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we could put silver or coins into the bank at all, so that answers that question. Let's drop all of our crafted gear in here. Let's go ahead and create our 2 light leather from our leather scraps, and we'll dump that in here as well. Alright, there we go.
Farewell.
And we'll stop at a vendor on the way out here and just sell everything we can. But yeah, there we go. We used the bank at long last. We've done it.
What are you looking for? Strength.
Okay, now that we've done that, we can head out and go into Skull Rock. We're level 13, and originally when I went in there and retreated, I said we'd come back at level 12 or higher, so we are higher than level 12. We don't have, like, the best gear we could have in terms of a shield and a weapon, but I still think that if we're careful, it should be okay. We're going to have to remember to use our Stoneclaw totem when we pull the guys that have Voidwalkers. And as long as we do that and we're being careful, we should be fine. We only need 6 collars, so we might not even have to clear the whole place out. That will depend entirely on the drop rate. It's just hard to pass up leather. I know we're going to need a ton of it. Alright, let's not jump down into the opening. Let's kind of circle wide here in case there's anybody standing right at the entrance. And there is, of course. Well, 100% drop rate so far. Let's see if that holds up. I would be really surprised if it did. Pleasantly surprised, but surprised nonetheless. Okay, we're 2 for 2. Alright, here is where we need to be careful. Let's drop the Searing Totem. Let's let the Voidwalker smack that around for a minute, and we will focus on the Apprentice. Didn't last as long as I thought it was going to. And they're still hitting for quite a bit. Almost didn't get that healing wave off in time. Man, these guys are still really tough. I don't like that at all. That doesn't bode well. I hope we can get our collars really quickly and just get out of here and never come back. That would be swell. The Fanatics are so easy to deal with. It's the Apprentices that are just like on another level, and it's because the pets have so much health. It's basically like just fighting two enemies. Alright, we only need one more collar. I really don't want to die to one of these guys. Part of me is tempted to wait for one of the Fanatics to respawn. But that could be a while. It could be a while. Maybe we just blow the Voidwalker up. Maybe that's the play. Maybe we don't bother with the Searing Totem right away. I don't know. Okay, let's try this. Let's do Berserking. Oh, and then let's switch our action bar like an idiot, waste precious seconds of Berserking, and then have to click back to it also like an idiot. That's what we should do. Let's cancel that. We don't want her casting Shadow Bolt for a second here. Now she's back at it already. Didn't get that off in time. That was unfortunate. There we go. That's the interrupt we needed. And we got our last collar. We are now getting out of here. We also got a potion, so that's already bound to R. That's good. And I'm assuming this goes back to Marouz, right? Or Margot's. Yeah, bring them to Margot's at his camp. And we should be able to get there from up here. Whoops, didn't really want to pull this guy too. Let's get a heal off really quick here. Yeah, that was probably for the best. Huge waste of mana, but I think we needed it. Yeah, we definitely needed it, especially with this poison that we have on us. 3 nature damage inflicted every 5 seconds for, what was it, 35 or 40 seconds initially? Can we eat through this? Well, that was a potion, not what I wanted to do. Never click. Always hit your keybinds. It's easier to misclick. The good thing is it doesn't stop us from eating and drinking. I guess what I don't know is if he's going to have any kind of follow-up. I kind of hope he doesn't. I really, really, really want this to be the last episode that we are in Duratar. Look at this! We're just having the best of luck with fighting these raptors and pulling an additional ad. Not good at all. Little healing wave here, if we can get it off in time. I'm looking forward to the Barrens where hopefully things will start consistently dropping leather and not dropping all these scraps. That would be cool. Good. Hiding within these collars is the secret behind the burning blade, and I will uncover that secret. Oh, look at this! We needed this so bad. A one-handed mace with +1 strength on it. I don't know if strength is the best stat for us, but listen. It's better than nothing. Oh, you do have a follow-up. How sad is that? The searing collars you brought me are powerful, demonic implements. Divining their origin is, I'm afraid, beyond my skills as a shaman. We will need a warlock to study them. Take a searing collar to Niru Fireblade. We know that guy's an evil jerk. Although he is a skilled warlock, he professes to use his powers to thwart demons. Oh, that's just my dog exploding. Don't mind him. Be that true or false, we may need his aid against the demonic cult in Duratar. Okay.
Go forth to victory.
I'm assuming you guys could hear that dog. Yes, he'll bark if there's someone, you know, approaching the house, if someone is on the same street as the house, if someone 5 doors down said something to somebody else outside in their yard, he'll hear that and bark at that. It's a good time. Oh, there's the Zeppelin. I bet we're going to pull this scorpion, aren't we? Yeah, if we don't move, we are going to pull the scorpion. So let's come over here. He's still angling towards us. Alright, we'll go back to Orgrimmar. We will pull our leather out of the bank. We will visit Niru, and then we will do a little bit of crafting. Since we're getting a bunch of scraps, it probably won't be a lot of crafting, but we will definitely do what we can to get some skill ups and get those 2 new patterns. Alright, we're gonna do some cooking also. I just can't justify carrying around the wood and the tinder that we need, or the flint and the wood that we need to make a cook fire in the field. It's gonna take up 2 additional inventory slots that we really can't spare right now. I think we can cook at the inn, though. At least in Razor Hill we can. Let's create all of these really quick. It's not a ghost town in Orgrimmar today, that's nice to see.
Strength and honor.
We will pull those out.
Victory.
Let's go see if we can do a little bit of cooking over here at the inn, or if we have to find somewhere else. I don't know if these are going to count as cook fires. Hey, they do. Perfect. That would be a thought for Classic Plus quality of life changes. If they were going to do a Classic Plus and implement changes, I'd love to see some of the crafting bars just move faster. Does it have to take 4.5 seconds to make roasted boar meat? Probably not. Just let me select how many I want to make and just have it make them all at once. Alright, we will visit Niru first and get that quest turned in, see what the follow-up is, and then we'll go back to the Leatherworking trainer and do our crafting. I have a feeling he's going to have a follow-up quest that will hopefully be sending us into Ragefire Chasm, so that in a couple of levels we can do that and have a bunch of quests to do there. That would be cool.
Bukra.
Ah, where did you get this? Good, Marouz and Razor Hill sent you to me, did he? Well, let me take a closer look. Zaloth. Since the last Great War, when the Burning Legion was defeated, I have searched for sources of demonic corruption in Orc society. The collar you brought me confirms my fears. It belongs to the Burning Blade, a cult that rallies around an item of demonic power. It is called the Demon Seed, and it resides in the Barrens atop Dreadmist Peak. It must be destroyed. Go to Farwatch Post on the border of the Barrens to the west and speak with my assistant, Zaloth. He will direct you further. This is like kind of crazy to me because we know this guy is evil. We know this because Thrall has told us so. And yet he's acting like he's still a good guy, even though we've kind of become part of his cult, you know, as a double agent. Doesn't really make a lot of logical sense, but okay. This is a Barons thing. That's fine. We will take that. And guys, that means that we are basically done in Durotar. These quests are marked for Durotar, but these are both taking us into the Barrens, so I'm really happy about that. It is soon going to be time for a big change of scenery. And then, of course, we are probably going to be in the Barrens for quite some time. Now, we didn't zone hop between Tirisfal Glades and Durotar. We could have, but I just... You guys didn't put the thought into my head until we were like level 11 was when I saw the comments. And by then it was kind of too late. We would have had a bunch of Grey quests to do in Tirisfal. But we could probably zone hop between Silverpine and the Barrens. And if we plan that out now, that's definitely something that we can do. So I will be looking into doing that. That's going to save us from getting incredibly bored in the Barrens, I think. Because it can certainly feel like you're there forever. Kind of in the same way that Stranglethorn Vale can feel that way. Let's see. Let's do some leatherworking here. We need to get to skill level 55, so... kind of just want to make something simple. Let's see if we can get away with getting our skill point from just making one of these cloaks. There we go, that was good.
Loktar.
We can get Journeyman Leatherworking, but that's going to cost us a lot of silver. We're going to hold off on that for the moment. Let's get the boots and the gloves for now.
Strength.
We need some more coarse thread. Okay, we should be able to get that from this guy.
What are you looking for?
Alright, so the boots are going to have 2 stamina and 2 spirit. That's pretty awesome. And the gloves don't have any stats, but hey, that's okay because we haven't been wearing gloves, so... some gloves with armor is going to be better than no gloves at all. And we actually had enough leather to make both, so that makes me incredibly happy. And then, of course, we never equipped our one-handed mace. Let's go ahead and do that now. And there we go. We're looking pretty good. We've got a couple of pieces of gear that have stats on it. So that's exciting. We are not a total scrub anymore. We do need a better shield, so we'll have to be on the lookout for that soon. I don't really want to spend silver on it. We'll just kind of wait. And I'm sure that we will eventually get one from a quest. So yeah, I think this is a great time for us to take a break, guys. It's a little bit of a shorter episode than most, so I apologize for that. But the next move is going to be to go into the Barrens. So I'm going to herd us back to Razor Hill. And then we will set out from Razor Hill next time. As always, thank you guys so much for joining me in Azeroth today. I really appreciate all the support, all the comments. Thank you so much for being here. Take care of yourselves out there in the real world and take care of each other. And we will see you back here in Azeroth really soon. Bye now.